What's up, everybody? Getting ready to throw up some licking branches. We have one up already that we made, like a mock scrape, community scrape. Been doing pretty good, had some nice deer on it. There's a couple known scrapes that we figured we'd freshen up. From our research and our understanding, our personal knowledge, it's good to go in early, freshen them up, and then, I don't know, September, freshen them up again, and then leave them alone. Because the deer really, if they're active on it, they kind of take care of it themselves, and we don't want to get our scent on it way too close to archery season. But got some Black Widow dominant buck urine, and then we have this preorbital gland. Got our licking rope, and got some extra trail cams we might throw up if we see a good spot. Catch you in a minute.
Yeah, so Noah already put one up in the small part of the woods, and there's a trail cam set up on it, and it's already capturing a pretty nice looking buck. I mean, it's just starting to get its antlers and they're looking thick. We actually think we might have that buck on trail cam from last year. We've been trying to compare the pictures and see if it is, but if it is, it's a massive buck, and we definitely want to keep it on the property. And this is one of the steps we're taking, like the food plots and everything, to keep them on the property.
And just, it's a great way to just know what bucks we have on the property. I know right now they're more like community scrapes just to figure out like who's in the area, whatnot, but hopefully once it, you know, the felt falls off their antlers, it'll start becoming more of a dominance thing, and that'll really help us see the big bucks we have and start to pick out our target bucks.
Yeah, also a side fact, not on the premise of deer hunting. Hold on, Noah, let me see this real quick. I just wanted to show you guys that we did get new audio. I know that was a problem in the past. These are the Hollyland Mark IIs. So if you guys have any opinions on it and think the audio is better or what we could do better with the audio, just let us know.
All right, guys, so getting ready to put up another licking branch. This is actually a known scrape, so you guys can let us know if this is a bad idea to be doing this in an area that we already know deer use it as a scrape anyway. But I know we've had really good success on the one we just made. So we have, this is just 1/2 inch hemp rope. I wish I would have opted for 3/4 or even an inch. So if you were to do it, that would be my recommendation, but it's what we got, so we're gonna work with it. So I like to untangle about, I don't know, 6 inches or so of this rope, tie it off so that it doesn't keep fraying. I just like to measure it, so it'll be about, I don't know, 2 feet off the ground is ideal. So that should be about good right there. So I like to make a big knot at the top like this. I'm just gonna zip tie it to the branch so we can get it hanging right over that scrape. Let's see, maybe that'll work. This branch is a little flimsy, but I think it'll be fine since we're using the smaller rope. I like to zip tie it because once the rut starts to heat up, at least when the antlers fall off, or the felt falls off the antlers, it'll really, obviously the aggression will be there, the dominance, so these bucks will really be messing with this. So the zip ties will help us keep it up. Just cutting the tag ends just to make it look a little more natural.
And right over on that tree, there's already a trail cam set up laying right here. Like Noah was saying, there's already activity in the area. That's how we know. We got a trail cam up right there. Now, what's that you're using?
This is the preorbital gland.
Okay.
Synthetic. obviously from our knowledge up to this point, it works just as good. Just like to try and really get it on that frayed part.
You do the whole rope or just the frayed part?
I just do the frayed part. Try not to get eye scent on it, but that's the purpose of doing it so early. At least it won't really affect anything. I like to even get
What
it
are you
on.
going to use this for? Black Widow Dominator.
Show you in 1 second. Try and get some of this stuff on these leaves. Obviously the deer take care of a lot of this themselves. And then the Black Widow, just freshen this up. Try and make, I don't know, 4-foot circle. Obviously you can tell that this has already kind of been made by the deer. Just freshen it up a little bit.
Obviously, you guys can tell that Noah's been the one who's really been keen on doing this research. I'm actually not too sure on how this works, but Noah's been real good so far this year with making all this stuff happen and hopefully having a nice deer haven.
Hopefully. So we got that. Only thing I would say, I wish the rope was a little bit more over top of it, but we have the branches here that they've been messing with. So I don't know. You let us know in the comments if we're doing something wrong. I just spray all this urine on the ground, make them think of new big bucks in town, keep them curious. And I don't expect this to rile them up yet. It's kind of just a community thing, who's passing through the area. But once the rut happens, freshen it up one more time and they should be trying to take dominance and whatnot. So yeah.
Good to go.
All right, guys, just finished up our mock scrape number 3, or actually it's our mock scrape 2. We freshened up the scrape we already had, but yeah. So I don't know if you can really tell, but this is a pretty defined deer trail. So we got our camera set up, we got the scrape. So hopefully as the year progresses, we get closer to the season, the activity on this trail or in the scrape progresses. The one thing that I will say is make sure when you're spraying your buck urine that you're not getting it on the actual licking stick itself. I know that's kind of a misconception. It sounds kind of like common sense, but depending on who you watch, they will get it on there or whatnot. But obviously deer aren't going to pee upward, so just stick to the preorbital gland. But I hope this helps. Hope it was some good information. You have any questions, comments, leave them down below. See you next time.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.